Right guys, welcome back to the channel and to this White Dwarf review for April. And there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. I've had a quick flick through already. I must say I am definitely liking the new format White Dwarf, 100% for sure. So let's flip to it and have a look. Now I do love the cover, of course. It's got the Hallowed Knights on the front, which of course is Lucy's favourite Stormcast faction. Table of contents as per usual. We've got readers' letters and models as well. So a question about painting Imperial Fists, which I know a lot of people struggle on with yellow. Got some readers' models as well. I did have a look at some of the names on these. I don't recognise any of them. I do, however, love this pinky purple Griff Charger. I love this take on the Blood Angels. And Iron Circle Domitars are just absolutely brilliant. I love the AdMech stuff now. I do regret selling me 30k stuff. And then we've got an article about the evolution of Warhammer from Phil Kelly. Of course, we've got the first edition Marnius, third edition, and now the Primarius. And he's an absolute beast. Of course, we've had an update on some of the corn stuff for Age of Sigmar. And this is the Tale of Four Warlords as well. So I have been following this because I love the Gloomspite. And of course I do love Morathi. I love this kind of really haphazard army of order. I love the purple Morathi and Witch Elves that's done here by Matt. Really enjoy it. And the Hydra as well. I need to get my Hydra on the table. We'll skip the Nurgle because Ian's been infecting his lords. And we've got the Alliance of Wood and Sea, which is a battalion I think Lucy would love to run at some point. If she ever had the Ideneth. And of course the Gloomspite gets my favourite model range by far. Stay tuned for a converted Mangler Squig, which I'll be showing off very soon. And we've got the whole background of the Realm of Death. Really in-depth look at the whole Flesh Eater stuff here. And of course the Carrion Overlords. And some painting and small basing conversion ideas and such. For these, I love this for the little Death Mage and the what they're called, Arcane Ruins for the Arachnarok. I've now got an Arachnarok, just don't tell Lucy. And a little conversion there on the what's it called, the Eidolon, and of course how to paint the Sigmarite Mausoleum as well. And of course, faction focus on the Stormcast Eternals by Oscar. Very nice models. Reminds me very much of the Death Watch in their black armour and so forth. Absolutely beautifully painted. And then Rules of Engagement, which talks about, this is from Jervis Johnson, talks about basically how to play in a sportsman-like way, and basically the player's code, which, you know, it gives a great insight to his thoughts on that. Next up, we've got the Tome Celestial, which is all about the Hallowed Knights. Lots and lots of background information here as well. And something, I'm not going to go over all of it. I have read some of it, but this Knight Venator here, if you know how Alariel came about and you've read the fluff for the Sylvaneth, you'll know that the Nurgle Plague Bearers and stuff were chasing down some Hallowed Knights that were trying to recruit Alariel, and they were chasing down a Wraith that had the Seed of Rebirth. This guy was the Chaos Plague Bearer champion that was chasing him down, and when he was defeated, Sigmar reforged his soul into this Knight Venator. So very cool background. You've got the structure of how they are made up, as well as background of each of their specific characters. Obviously, you know, they are named for fluff reasons, but they're no different in game. And of course, you've got the like Castellant and all the others in there as well. You've got an update on some of these battalions. You can use these. I'm not sure if you can use these in match play and then just replace the standard ones, because these three are exactly the same as three of the normal ones that are in the rulebook, but they've got slightly different rules. and it's specific to Hallowed Knights. So for example, the Hammer Strike Force, subtract 1 from casting rolls for wizards whilst within 8 inches of a unit from this battalion. So not massively game changing or anything like that, but pretty cool. We've also got painting guides on how to paint them up as well. Screamer Pink and Druchii Violet with Pink Horror is actually one of my favourite ways to highlight up, and my Daughters of Cain have done that way. So really, really nice stuff there. Echoes from the Warp, we've got how basically 8th edition came about, and how the rules are tested and things like that. So pretty in-depth there. And then Weathering Masterclass, I like this one. If you've got any of the Forge World Masterclass books, you've probably seen some of this stuff. But it's going to go through how to add all of the weathering and dust and everything to the bottom of the feet and the tracks. Again, I won't go into massive detail, but you can see here it does add bits and pieces. Now, interesting enough, I know the rumours of an airbrush are circling around, and it's interesting that this has been shown here. Which is, yeah, it's definitely interesting. I don't think GW ever kind of showed off an airbrush before. Oh, and look, Forge World Weathering Powders, which I do have, and they are actually pretty good, so check them out, all Vallejo ones, if you like the idea of weathering powders. They're pretty nifty. We've got the colours of the Heresy as well, showing you what colours to use for some of the 30k colour schemes. The Death Guard in particular is something that I'll be using when I paint my normal Death Guard up. I'm going to be using them colours. And a lot of other legions there as well. I do like the old World Eaters colours. Oh, Sanguinius. Mine will be here, hopefully in a couple of days. A Clash of Companies, focus on the Middle-earth strategy game with 4 guys playing a game there as well. Very, very cool if you do like that. It's not something I've unfortunately got time for, but I do love the models, and everyone who I've spoke to that's played the game said it's absolutely fantastic. Necromunda as well, the Armbots, of course, fantastic new models, and loads of ideas for conversions on them. I'm actually tempted to pick a couple up and convert them into obliterators. You've got some very cool artwork for each of the gangs here as well. And then of course there's a Necromunda battle report as well on, forgetting the name of this board at Warhammer World, but I have played a game on it and it is absolutely fantastic. And I noticed Cal Jericho was there. He is available now to pre-order, or actually order, sorry, on the Forge World website. Oh, the little croc as well. Fantastic stuff. Really, really in-depth detail there for the Necromunda battle report. I'll definitely be giving that a read. Of course, we've got the background of Cal Jericho. Lots of information there about him. And we've even got an article focusing on Night Vault as well, and how to build decks and how to use your glory points. Grimdark Munchkins, of course, Munchkin is now out for Warhammer 40,000. Again, not something I've played. I do fancy a go of it, so if anyone local to me does have it, drop me a message. I would love to have a game of it. It looks so much fun. And then the Siege of Terror, because the next... what is it? The next Heresy book is out, and I know there was a picture of all the Black Library authors together as well, and people are wondering who is going to be penning the last book. And of course we've got some audio books there as well. More Black Library in the order on how to read them or when you can. And then we've got a few bits from inside the studio what people have been working on. Interestingly enough, apparently in the subscription you don't get it in the next month. That is literally the back page. So you don't get a coming next month one. But in the one that you buy in the shops, you apparently can. But listen, I like this issue. There's a lot of reading material in here, so I'll be taking this to work and reading it on my lunch. But it is out on Friday, guys, so check it out. Go and give it a purchase if you fancy it, and of course subscribe if you're able to do so. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you again very soon.